Hello and welcome. My name is Ajaxpost and we're here once again in Train World, where I am on the verge of bankruptcy. It may not look exactly like that. I have got 325,000 of these Train World dollars in my bank account, but I have, in all honesty, to be upfront and transparent, I have played forward a little bit and it gets very, very dicey as the game moves forward. We're still paying back a loan, quite a large loan of 3 million, and I've got to still repay 900,000 of that, and each month, or whatever that period is, it costs me 82,500, and as you can see here, I am not making a lot of money. In fact, I'm making a loss. I'm getting slightly closer perhaps to turning break even, but it's not looking very good. To make things even worse is I do have a train here, my very first train. No, don't go to there, that's the economy tab, you silly man. Come here. My very first train, which is carrying fish from Columbus to Jacksonville, has only got 1.5 years left in its lifetime, and once that happens I have to replace it. Trains aren't that expensive, not these little ones anyway, but having to replace a train is something I don't want to do until I start making real money. And as we can see from our trains panel here, is it going to show me? Why does it not show? Oh, no. Where does it show me? It shows me whether they make money or not. One of these, that one. Oh, it's making money. Oh, thank goodness for that. No, it's... hang on. No. I'm always looking at the wrong one. This one here, Jacksonville to San Jose, which if we go to the main map here, was our first passenger line, which I rejigged last episode, and that might be what the problem here is that because I took Fort Worth off its off the route definition, off the route specification here, I lost some money while it was dealing with that change of direction, as it were. So that's losing money, which is not good at all. What we're thinking here is this train will need to be replaced, and the others are okay for a little bit. And what we've discovered, or what I've discovered, following on the developers' Discord server as well as the Steam forums and so on, trying to keep up with the development of the game. One of the things that's changed in the latest big update we had, the economy update from the first release of the game, is that you cannot mix freight and passenger trains. Once you've defined a train as a passenger train, it can only ever be used to carry passengers. So you may recall, I did actually for a while have 2 trains running on that Jacksonville to San Jose route here, and I then realised the game utilization mechanics don't make that a terribly good idea, not on such a short route early in the game anyway. So I sent one of those trains back to the depot and left the other one running. Now while the train is in the depot, it's not counting down its lifetime, so it's still got 9.5 years left. It's got that there. But what I've since discovered, since preparing for this recording, is that even if I take all these passenger wagons off here, and although that locomotive can haul freight, I cannot change this from a passenger train to a freight train. What I have to do is send it into the inventory. Yeah, because it's not actually in a depot where you can play with it like in that other game we play, Transport Fever 2, where you can just mix and match your wagons to your heart's content. This is a passenger train. It remains a passenger train until you take it out of the game entirely, as it were, and put it into your inventory, which is a sort of virtual depot of all the trains you've got, like a huge great marshalling yard, if you will. So it's not actually in a physical depot, because there is one here in Jacksonville, so it's not actually in there, but it is sat around doing nothing somewhere, and I can't actually really play with it apart from put it on a new route. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go and edit this train, and we're going to remove it all. No, take that away. That's it. Take all them away. That's it. And that will now be in my inventory. Yeah, so this is the virtual marshalling yard. I'm not quite sure where I got this Atlantic from. Oh no, actually I do. Because I had put an Atlantic on this same route, in fact, didn't I? I did replace the train. Yeah, I wanted an Atlantic on there because the route was longer going to Fort Worth, but I then decided that wasn't making any money, so I took it away. And what you do, if you have, when you're editing a train, we get rid of that because that doesn't exist anymore. If you're here editing a train and you've got this little tick box here, use inventory enabled, what that means is when you sell a train or take it out of use, when you sort of sell it, you don't actually sell it, you simply place it into this inventory, and it's here that you actually do sell it. So if you need the money, so if I need the money, I can sell the trains here from the inventory. So that's how that works. What it also means, having this locomotive here in the inventory now, is I can bring it back as a freight train. So when this one's lifetime runs out, I can actually replace it with that older train from the inventory, and that'll keep me going for a little bit longer. Oh, I've just noticed I've gone down below 300,000 in the bank balance. Yikes. Is this train... It's still not making money. Let's move the game on a little bit. We'll wait for this train to get in, and hopefully that number will turn into a positive number. So I think if we go to our economy tab here, yes, it does tell me here. This is I'm sure somewhere it did tell me against each train what the route profit was, but it does tell me there. It's not on the train list as such. So where is this train now? There you are. You're coming in to deposit your 156 passengers. You see we're going down. This is the monthly maintenance. Actually, I think the maintenance, if I remember right, on a... Oh, excellent. That train is now back into good profit. I think it was a comment on the Discord server where the developer did note that maintenance is paid when the train arrives at a station or somewhere around there. Look at all those lovely people. So how are we doing? We're going at 156. We're nearly there. So this looks like the timing is getting to be quite good, actually. So it's not going to have to wait there too long to get 156 people to send back down to Austin. And that's using the automatic timing, isn't it, on that. So if we go to the train, go to edit the route. Oh, it tells me here whether it's auto waiting, doesn't it? Doesn't it? I think that's all that symbol actually means. That turned up when we did the auto waiting. So if we edit Jacksonville West, yeah, auto wait for the passengers going to Austin. That's what that means. That's what that means. Good. So we are sort of learning stuff. Oh my good, 141,000. It's that debt. It's the loan interest that's costing me the money. And the train is off again. Excellent. Okay, so we're going to wait until that freight train comes up and runs out. I could replace it now, perhaps. No, I'll let it carry on. I will let it carry on. We could edit the train, and where is it? Where's it? Where do you do that? You can change the maintenance. Is it done on the route? If we go here, no. Where do you change the... I'm sure you can change the maintenance on it. Yeah. I thought you could. Yeah, I'm sure there is an option somewhere. Maybe when you buy it, we'll see if we can figure that out. Because it does say here the maintenance is 100,000. Sorry, 100%. Good grief, man, put your glasses on. Yes, it's 100%. So the maintenance, presumably that's the total cost. Now the dev has updated the help. So all this help is... Ooh, that's a nice picture, wasn't it? Lovely. Maintenance. So train is only the maintenance is the only train operating spending. So the only expense you have in the game basically is the maintenance. The more power the locomotive has, the more maintenance it will pay, which is why it's crucial that all power is properly utilised, i.e. make sure your trains are carrying full loads, basically. And maintenance is calculated at every moment during travel and is paid at every station stop. Yep. It's not calculated, so there's no maintenance to pay when your train is waiting or in the inventory or sat in a depot waiting for nothing to happen, kind of thing. Waiting a train. Yeah, when it's waiting at a station, it pays a fraction. It doesn't tell you what that fraction is. You can edit maintenance spending levels. Where? No. Can I click through? These new skip next section options, I think, are new in the latest little update. You can edit maintenance. Does it tell me here? Oh yeah, there's that there. So that's the train information. Yeah, it'd be nice if there were sort of little pointy arrows here, just to save me having to scan the image there. But it is all there. So we're looking at the train's information. So this is the train information. Yes, so we could change the maintenance level here, but that will increase or decrease the lifespan of the vehicle. So if we decrease the maintenance to save money, our vehicles won't last as long. And if we increase it, they will last longer, but it will cost us a lot more. So it's 9,500. Oh, yeah, for some period or other. Be nice if that was slightly clear, so you knew exactly what. Maybe we don't need to know that. I'm not sure, but it's the sort of thing I like to know because I'm a bit of a detail freak sometimes. So this is our new one, new fast train going between our big cities. Now the thing is, if we go to the map here, we're not actually connecting capital to capital. We've got two regions open. We've got Fort Worth and Anaheim. And we are simply taking sort of intercity passenger traffic. So we go to connections here. So we're looking at just ordinary passengers going between the cities. And we're covering that, sort of, at least between these cities. But we also have regional traffic, passenger traffic, which goes between the capitals exclusively. I think, and I'm not quite sure why I think this, it might have appeared in some comments somewhere on Steam or the Discord server, that this is more profitable than ordinary intercity traffic. Can I click on that? Right click on it. That tells me how much demand there is. And the red train there are no trains doing that at all. And what I'm thinking is that we don't need a separate route for that. Hopefully we can have a train which takes those passengers from Fort Worth to Anaheim on the existing track. So I want to spend some money connecting Cleveland to Anaheim. That's what I'm thinking. So we'll probably need to double track some of this as well, or more of it. In fact, I'm not sure how much of this is double tracked. Very little actually, I think. There's certainly no signals along there. Yeah, none of it. So add in some double tracks, some passing places if you will, and then hopefully we can get some regional traffic in there as well. Oh, you see what I mean? We're less than 20,000 in the bank now. This is horrid. This is horrid. At least I won't need to buy a new train for that fish route, Columbus to Jacksonville, I hope. In fact, how is that train doing? A third of a year left. Now it will actually pop up a notification at the top here. I think we've seen these notifications before. It will pop up here and the game will actually pause. I think that's a setting I've enabled in my settings here. Pause on train error, yes. So what will happen is the train will tell me it's run out of life, it has ceased to be, and the game will pause while I deal with it. Oh, look at that! We're in debt, but this train... Oh, and it's got 198 on. Awesome. Don't think it tells me who those passengers are. It might have done at the station if I was watching that more closely. Oh, right, so here we are. The game has paused and this train has reached the end of its lifespan. Okay, so if we go to that train, can we edit that train? We'll take you away. Now, if I say use the inventory here and say yes. No, I didn't do it. No, I keep doing that. Do that and then that. Right, before you say yes. And you see down here in the train info, 9.7 years. So it has taken that train from the inventory and I'm not having to pay for a new one. Awesome. We'll accept that. So if we go to Columbus Fisheries, which is here, 300 is the maximum we get. So we could possibly actually, if I had money, add another wagon to that. But I'm okay with 270. That's all right, I think. We'll let that carry on working. And what I could do, if we go back to our inventory here, that train has no life left. Sell old. Okay, if I say sell you now, yes, it sold it. Not quite sure what sell old means there. It might tell me in the help screen, but I'm not going to worry about that just now. We've got game to play. And I could sell this Atlantic, which is 71,000. But let's see if I can recover some of my money by having trains work. So the trains are profitable still, which is... Ooh, hang on. Look, I've made a profit. Awesome. And I've only got 2 payments on this loan left. And each payment is 82,000. I think if I can hang on for another 2 quarters or whatever the period is, I should be all right. Excellent. Yeah, I can't repay the loan because I have got no money at all in the bank. I don't think there's an automatic bankruptcy mechanic here, like there is in some games that we play, where if you hit a certain level or stay negative for a certain period of time, then you're automatically kaput. Your company is busted and you go out of business. Right, our big interregional train is about to hit Fort Worth. There you go. And our reputation is climbing up again, which is good. But our bank balance isn't. Oh dear, oh dear. Yeah. If I click here. So what passengers do we have? We're going on to New Orleans from here, aren't we? New Orleans, rather. Oh, there are no passengers here for Cleveland. Oh, interesting. Oh, you're going on already, are you? Oh, you've got 150, so you didn't actually have to wait around too long, which is nice. And you're now 16,000 in profit. Our deficit has gone down to minus 77. Oh, our debt is decreasing. Minus 53. Minus 47. This is good. No, I think that Atlantic was worth 70,000 or so. So I could, there it goes. If I sell that train, let's go to the inventory. So these wagons are worth, oh, the wagons themselves are worth 82. Now wagons don't have a lifetime, so I could reuse those for something else, which might be handy. So I'll keep them in the inventory for the time being, but I will sell the Atlantic. There you go. And this train here, we need to edit you. We'll sell you. Sell you, that's it. And we'll buy one of you. Add you. 67. We got 67. That. Oh, really? I can't. I've got to sell those wagons. Bother. Oh, that is annoying, isn't it? Okay. How many of those? Okay, let's sell 3 of those. I've got 80,000 in the bank. Okay, so we can now afford to replace this train. Oh, this is close to the edge, isn't it? This is where you really have to be quite careful about what you're doing. Well, certainly I do, because I'm not an aggressive player, as you may well know. So aggressive players who go out and do things big to start with may succeed more than us more cautious players who try and sort of min-max things more carefully. I'm not saying I'm that careful, to be honest, but you know, there you are. So you're back and running. We're starting to make more money now, which is good. We've paid off that loan, which is excellent. Should I wait to acquire wealth? Oh, 94,000. Should I wait to acquire wealth, or should I take out another loan to extend my route to Anaheim? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll this forward for a little bit until I got a bit more in the bank, and then we will set about the next leg of this train line, this passenger route going into Anaheim. And we'll see if we can put in an interregional train service between Fort Worth and Anaheim. So I will see you on the other side of a sexy video effect. And here we are overlooking the lovely city of Cleveland, which is being served quite well by a service which goes back up into the Fort Worth region, but nothing else connecting it to its own capital city of Anaheim. We've moved on an amount of time, and as you can see here, my bank balances are looking a lot healthier at 311,000. My research points are now 117. We'll look at that in a second. But also, quite importantly, is we've actually got above 400 in reputation again. Now, I've put the game on pause, as you can probably see here by looking at that there. That tells you, doesn't it, rather? It's on pause because I know how quickly reputation can disappear. And we have one nice little thing we can do with a reputation above 400. So if we go here, yeah, we can unlock another region. I'm not sure I want to do that yet, as I said in the last episode, is because I don't really have enough money to spend building routes into a third region. However, seeing as I've got that reputation now, and looking at research, I can actually unlock a free region. I could do that now, I think. Because if I don't take that research for a free region, opening a new one, if we go back here, opening region here, the next one might be, that's actually this one here, Seattle. It's over $1 million to unlock a region. So having it for free is quite a good cost saving. And it does give me the option perhaps of additional contracts or freight services, which might be profitable as well. So do we know anything about, we don't really know anything about Seattle until we open it. So that's what I'm going to do. We're going to take that research, those 100 points. We could have gone for a faster passenger wagon, and that's probably even a larger passenger wagon as well than the one we've got at the moment. But I'm not sure capacity is there yet to really exploit that. But we'll need that. If we unlock that, we can then unlock better passenger revenue, which would be good. Should be very good indeed. We've got that now, so shall I unlock Seattle? I've got one free region, it says there. Now, what I'm wondering is if my reputation goes below 400 again, could I still open that free region? I don't know. I'm not going to risk it. I'm not going to risk it. If you do know, because you've played the game, then please do drop a note into the comments box below and let me and the rest of us know. So let's unlock that. Oh, it's got cotton as a specialisation. Interesting. Okay. And again, we've got. Oh, actually, that's a shorter. That's a shorter route, isn't it? For interregional traffic. Awesome. Cotton. And another very short little freight route there. And again, there's lots of nasty contours going on there. But I like the fact that Seattle is actually relatively close to Fort Worth. And we could skate around some of the worst of the gradients there, I think. We shall see. But there you are. So that's Seattle opened. I've got that. I dare say that won't do my reputation much good. The other thing is, if we look at the economy here, I am making a fair amount of money, have done for a little while now. And I reckon I'm making in that quarter... you can't select which one you look at. You can, if you do this, it takes you along there. So yeah, that was my first quarter there. So the expenses there were 1.6. So I made a great loss, and this here is a is the most recent. So my profit is quite good, so I could afford to take out another smallish loan. So I think I could easily cover the 56,000 here. So if I need that, do you know what? I'm going to do that. Let's try that. Take out $1 million in loan. So that means I can draw the track, put in a station, and hopefully buy a train to do that. So Anaheim from Cleveland. Cleveland is there. Oh, we could. Oh, yes, we could cut in here. So this would be west of Anaheim. Yeah, let's do that. So guidelines. Well, we'll use the. Oh, we'll go purple, shall we, for this? So we're going out from here, around here, and along here, a little bit like that, and down here, and here. This does feel like it's quite a long way. Actually, we'll get rid of that one. Make it a bit closer. There you go. We could do that. Yep, I'm good with that. So let's go into the map here. Ooh, yeah, let's draw that track. Actually, let's make this station bigger to start with. So we're going to edit this station. We're going to add another platform to it, which is going to be the route down to Anaheim. So we accept that, accept it, there you go, and draw some track. Again, we'll stay with single track for the time being. Actually, we might want to double track the approaches to the station, probably. And we'll do that in due course. So that goes there. And you cost me 11,500. And your speed is 90. Yeah, I'm okay with that. That's quite good, actually. Yeah, we'll do that. And let's carry on going down here. I will continue to do this, trying to be as cost effective as possible with as low a gradient as possible. And I'll come back to you once we get within sight of Anaheim. We have reached Anaheim, so we can get rid of our guidelines now and put in a station. It's going to be a passenger station with just the one terminal for the moment, and we'll want to place it in here somewhere, I imagine. So where's our train track? There it is. We don't want to be too far away, so hopefully I can draw it all in one simple single stroke. Yeah, if I hold shift control, I can get finer adjustments to the angle of attack. Okay, we'll put you in there. Hopefully this bit of track won't be too expensive. Actually, it does look quite a way out. Can I can do it. Okay, the maximum speed there is 80, and I'm okay. I'm okay with that. If we make this station bigger, we could actually drag this out to be over here somewhere. So the curve is a little bit different. But we'll deal with that as and when we need to. So that's done. That's Anaheim. And you ain't going to be called Anaheim 1, mate. No. Go away. Don't need to build track anymore. So we'll change this to... We'll call it the Anaheim Grand Station, I think. Befitting a capital city. So we need to go back up here to our Cleveland. Ooh, it is quite curvy. I could have done this faster, of course, by going back to the mini-map, but I haven't, so... you are. Now, do we want this to stay on this track? I think we probably do, actually, coming in and going out. We're only going to have one train on there, certainly for the moment. We're not going to be able to afford more than one train. But we're going to need to put in some double tracking so that the regional train can travel as well as the intercity train. We'll do that, and then we'll merge in there. Yeah, and some more double tracking along here. Just trying to judge. That isn't that far, actually. The thing is, I really is getting used to the scale of the maps here in Train World compared to the other game that I play. That's okay. I mean, that should be long enough. The trains aren't that long yet. We should be alright. Let's merge you in there and finish off to the end. There you go. Nope, I've got that wrong, so that looks better. It does. There you go. Right, so I'll add in some more of these passing places and I'll come back to you again on the other side of one more little sexy video effect. Having made my way up to New Orleans, I've just remembered, realised that this station is an in and then going back out the same direction station here. So our inter-regional train, which is coming from Fort Worth, will be coming along here. It won't need to go into New Orleans at all. So it can cut across this little bit of a make a bit of a triangle here. So what we want then is we'll put some double track along here. Now, can I draw this correctly? It's going to be a test of my track drawing skills, which, to be honest, yeah, aren't the best. But it does no, for example, I missed that, for example. Yeah, I have been known to make mistakes and have to remove and replace quite large sections of track. That's that done. Okay, now we're travelling on the right, aren't we? On here. Yeah. Could we do... What's your problem here? Overlaps with existing rails? Don't be silly. Oh, that's better. Okay, can we come across here like so? We can. Alright, now if we do that... Let's try it like this. We'll do that. And then we want to go... Now the thing is, the game doesn't have slip switches at this point. I don't know if it's part of the developer's roadmap to do that in this particular engine, game engine, but they're not there yet, so we're going to have two junctions here. I think why you can't because you're not. Okay, let's cancel that. Can I come across here like so? Okay, I can do that, but that won't meet up with that. Now let's try that. I am coming up to running out of money here, actually, which is a little worrisome. Unfortunately, I don't want to waste money by bulldozing existing tracks. I don't get the whole lot back up, as far as I'm aware. I believe that's the way it works. So we'll leave a little bit of a kink in there. That's alright. So you're doing that. But I'm not sure if this here will serve as a slip junction. It might. We'll lay down the route and see what happens. So I may need to draw in another little bit of track for the reverse direction. So that's coming in from there. Okay, we've got a little bit of dual running here, which I'm not entirely happy with. No, we'll leave it like that. We'll leave it like that, I think. This here, we need some more. Yeah, got to do some more dual tracking, passing places up to Fort Worth itself. So I'll do a few more of these, and then we'll come back once I've done the dual tracking, and we can put a new train down with a new route. Well, I've added in a few more of these passing places, and we have now arrived at Fort Worth. That's it. So this is our train station. Now this station serves just one route at the moment, which is the San Jose to New Orleans route. You're going to show me the route there. If I click on it, there you are. So that is going in there. So we've got a spare track there, have we now? It's not going to New Orleans. Well, it does go to New Orleans, but it also goes to Cleveland. So I do need to change that, because I'll constantly confuse myself. I'll get lost as to where exactly it's going. So you're doing that. Okay, and you're coming in on that track. There's nothing else coming in. No, on the other track. So this other track we can use for our new route down to Anaheim. But for that we are going to need a little bit of crossover track. And now we can. Now this is shown in the updated help that you can do diamond junctions. Hopefully I can do diamond junctions as well. Go from there to there. Excellent. So it's done that. We don't need to do it. Don't think we need to do it there. Okay. I think we're all right, he said. Now, we have got a depot here at Fort Worth, which is very handy, and I think I did this off camera. This depot, I think I actually moved this depot. I've now put in slip tracks, as it were, so the depot can service both of these platforms in Fort Worth Central. So we should be all right. Let's have a look at actually creating a new route between our very first interregional route. Go in there, let's go in there. We're going to create a new passenger train. There you go, and it's going to be a fast Atlantic. So one of you. And we're going to be using, how many of these? We've got two, it says here you've got 2 in the inventory, so we'll use 2 of those. Okay, and we're going to need at least a few more. Let's go up to, I haven't got signals yet, have I? I'm going to need to put signals on. Right, we're not going to do that just yet. Give me a second and I'll put some signals down. Unfortunately, because these are passing places rather than a long continuous double tracking section, I can't sort of do the auto signalling really on this. Don't think anyway. Don't think I can do that. Anyway, so these are, we're going to have signals there and there. I think that's okay. Now coming out we are going to be coming in this direction, and in this direction we are going to be going out in that direction. That's good. Now I'll have one here to protect that junction, that switch. There you go. Right, I've got green lines there, which is fine. Go away, didn't mean to click on that. Okay, the double green lines here, which means they can travel in either direction. And here we've got continuous lines on either side of the track, so that is single direction working. That's awesome. Right, so I'm just going to roll through the rest of this double tracking segments. You can't see them on the main map here, which is slightly unfortunate, so I'm going to have to scroll through on the main world map and find them that way. Right, I'll be back with you after yet another sexy video effect. This is Cleveland, the end of the shared track sections between Fort Worth and Anaheim. So just adding in another diamond junction there, which hopefully will be able the trains to enter the appropriate platforms and escape the station in the correct direction. Using tracks to you're going, they don't want you there really. You need to be here before the switch. That's right. Okay, so you're single direction travelling and then a bit of shared single track and going into the station, some omnidirectional signalling so they can travel in both directions, and then you can come out there, and that is all single track on the way to Anaheim. And I think that should do it, he says, hopefully. Let's just check our existing train, which is the San Jose to Cleveland. Yeah, you're doing that all right. If we go to the main map, should be able to see it on here as, whoops, too much edge scrolling. You're doing that. It's still yellow, everything's fine. There are no exclamation warning signs there on that track, on that route, so we should be good. Now this train here, our brand new passenger train, which is going to be an Atlantic. Actually, before I do this, can I tell how many people want to go between Anaheim and Fort Worth? You going to tell me anything useful? Aha. So to Fort Worth, 152. And I dare say it's a very similar number to those who want to go to... do I want to stop at Cleveland? That's a very good question. I'm going to say no for the moment. I'm not sure if it needs to be a totally separate train for the regional passengers, or whether regional and ordinary passengers can share the same train. I don't know. Okay, so 152 is what we need for this train. Here's the maximum. So we'll take you, we'll add one of you, and these wagons. How many of these can we take? Let's take one off. It still says we're not making the most use of the power of this locomotive. But I want it to be fast-ish because it is quite a long route. And it's only going 65 miles an hour. So we will take you. We want a route. And this route will start in Fort Worth because that's where our depot is. I think I read somewhere that the trains will start at the first station on the route. So if I tell it to go to Anaheim first, it might go there empty to start with. We shall see. But we're going to Fort Worth, and then all the way down. Where's Anaheim? All the way down here to Anaheim. It doesn't like it between Anaheim and Fort Worth. Why not? Let's go down. Can we go down here? Can we find... well, that looks alright. It's got... Not quite sure what the problem... is it the platform we use? It shouldn't be the platform we're using at Fort Worth. Well, if I do that, can't reach the station. Interesting. Why have I not? So that is showing single direction yellow there. Why can it not go back? Is the problem going to be here at Cleveland? So you're going up there, and you should be able to... You do cross over there. That's... You should be able to go up there as well. I think. What if I put in... After Anaheim... I put in a signal here on this dual track, bit of track laid here. So if I need to edit this, we're going to add in that signal there. Also, you can get to that. Oh, okay, so I think I might know where it is. It's that bit of jiggery pokery we did outside New Orleans. Okay, we're going to accept you for the moment. You can't do anything. So, is that... yeah, it can't get there. We can't make that a double slip. So we're going to have to put in a little bit of extra track here. Is it going to let me do that? Let's get rid of that signal to start with. Get rid of you. Okay, then put some track in. Aha! Right, we can do you. I can afford to do this, but do I want to take that all the way up there? Or indeed into there? I could do that and then we'd have fully double tracked here. We don't need double tracking here because only the regional train to Anaheim is going to be using this bit of track. So we could just merge you into... we'll put you there. Then merge you in a bit like that. Okay. Now we need our signals. We're going to need a signal down here again. for this. We're travelling there, and yeah, this is looking better, I think. We need a signal like so, and right, that's better, I think. Yeah, this is all a bit of a mess, but I think we've only got single trains at the moment, so we should be all right, he said, hopefully. So train 8, yes, we've got green lines, so it can reach the station. Stop being a silly beggar. Right, and you are going on... No, I want you on platform 1, I think. Platform, there you are, platform 1. That's better. Okay, so we'll accept that change. So this one is going in on platform 2 into Fort Worth in both directions. That's okay, I'm good with that. So that is excellent, and what we'll do is we'll edit this line. We'll set up some auto timing for that, for the passengers to Anaheim, and likewise on here, auto timing for no, don't hang on, what are you doing? To Fort Worth, that's it. Auto timing there, that's all very good. I think we're all right, and we can just rename this train. Oh, I do start them with packs, don't I, when they're passenger trains? I do have a system, apparently. There we go. I think we're fine. So we just need to put it on that route, and the job is a good one. Get the game running, and you are travelling. There you come. Awesome. We don't need that. So you're going in there to platform 1. And what do we have? Oh, I've got an achievement. You probably can't see. Oh, maybe you can see that. How many? You've got 144 already. Awesome. That is excellent. So he's heading off at 65-ish miles an hour, kilometers per hour rather, and hopefully going to make a new and substantial amount of money for me. We're already, our bank balance is looking good. We've got some new, well, a new contract between Tampa and Seattle for, it's not worth a great deal, but it's just carrying, what's that, juice. Ooh, juice. Oh, that could be good then, couldn't it? Let's go to... Can I go to Seattle? There we go. Come out of there. Yeah, so if we go to the main map here... So Seattle wants juice. Well, one load of juice from Tampa, so we could do that. That's easier to do than the fish to Anaheim. Excellent. So this is all looking quite positive. My reputation is dropping, but it will, I think, until these trains start actually connecting and completing journeys. But our bank balance is looking quite healthy still, mostly through the injection of that loan, but I think we can afford it, he said very positively. In the meantime, as this train wends its very long way to Anaheim, I will say thank you so much for joining me today for this episode of Train World. If you've enjoyed this, it would be great to hear from you. A little bit of a like would be lovely. Just click on the old thumbsy uppy button. Even better, if you've got something to say about what I'm doing with the game or the game itself, then please do drop a note into the comments box below. That would be awesome. Oh, here's our little triangle. Anything you feel like saying, just drop it into the comments below. That would be lovely. And of course, if you've not already subscribed to the channel, you could do that now. And that way you'll know when I upload another one of these or any of my other Let's Play series. But from me, Ajaxpost, here in Train World, until the next time, bye bye for now.